Welcome to Biztech's Technology Show, the show where we feature tech companies operating across Asia, talking about their solutions and how they make a difference in their customers' businesses. Now, today we speak to Miranti Herwinda, Country Manager Indonesia for Pancast. Pancast is a premium online video marketplace. Now, Winda, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Now, Winda, before we start, could you just give us a background of Pancast and its history?
Yeah, currently that the TV audience are shifting online, and according to the SpotX, one of the biggest SSP, is more than 400 million people now use OTT across Asia Pacific, with almost 70% streaming video at least once a week. And Singapore and Indonesia were among the top marketers for OTT viewing. And there's also like a general acceptance for the ad-supported content in exchange for free content, with almost 40% more likely make a purchase after they're viewing premium content. And adding to that, the digital video advertising supply chain has become increasingly complex, involving many supply chains, many services, and many players. And there's often a lack of the transparency, making it very difficult for a marketer, for brand, for agency to get a clear picture if their digital ad spend is driving a real business outcomes. And according to the industry-wide studies, only half of the every year the ad dollar goes to the publisher. So and yeah, that's the background of the Pancast. That's the when we try to give the solution for the publisher and the advertiser.
Now, so give us an example of some of your services and your solutions offerings.
Yeah, I think first our we try to like Pancast, we try to shifting the way premium online video is traded. We provide the transparent technology solution that simplify the complex digital video advertising world. Pancast offer a fully transparent marketplace in terms of quality of inventory and of course the revenue model, and we unlock the true value of video inventory for publisher and delivering access to scalable targeted audience for marketers and the advertiser. And yeah, with Pancast, advertiser, the marketers also have access. They can a wide scale of premium video for high caliber publisher through a single deal. The content is very brand safe with a high quality, sought after environment, delivering a longer viewing time with a very high engagement, viewability, and the completion rate. And the Pancast marketplace has currently we have like more few hours of content per user than a platform like a Netflix and Facebook and TikTok, if we combine all our publisher inventory.
Okay, and so you've just highlighted the benefits in terms of publishers. You've also highlighted the benefits in terms of advertisers. So who are your key customers and advertising partners in Southeast Asia?
Currently, we're working with global brand companies as well as the local companies. For example, like we work with the Sony Picture. We run some of their campaign for the upcoming for their movies. And then there's also like Johnson Baby also, and for J&J and some of the local brand client as well.
So do you also work so you obviously work with clients directly. Do you also work with advertising agencies on behalf of their clients?
Yes, both. We work both with the sometimes we work with the direct client and as well as the agency. For like a Sony Picture, we work with the IPG, is their media agency, and and also the Johnson and Johnson.
Okay, so how do you make money? Who do you charge? Do you charge the publisher for anything in terms of a commission? And is this a marketplace, so you charge on both sides? Please tell us your business model.
We take a cut from our publisher partner.
Okay, and how much is that?
It's very transparent. We take 20%.
You take 20%. Okay, and what is the benefit of using a platform like yours versus publishers going directly to market to clients?
Yeah. First, sorry, is it for a publisher or for the advertiser?
For the publisher.
Publisher. Okay. For publisher, we are helping them to pricing the challenge that currently that we know that publisher is the earning is decreased as little as maybe like 20% of the advertising dollar is diminishing value because of we know that there's a lack the first party data know-how and inability to scale, and there's like a low cost per ad unit and low revenue share that's not transparent. So we try to give them the solution that how we sell the all the I mean like the cost, the impression is the same to the advertiser, to the brand, to the agency. So we just take a cut from there. And also with our technology, we will help them to like give the better segmentation audience. So it's very beneficial for the advertiser.
Now, I want to now take a more macro view of advertising now. What are the pressing challenges facing Southeast Asia in terms of advertisers and publishers? And how do you help them overcome that?
Yeah, for the advertiser, Brian, there's data that they lose I think almost 35% of their total spend in media wastage every year. This is wasted expenditure is because of like what I said earlier, is because of the fragmented supply. There's a lot of player, a lot of supplier that and it's very fragmented now, and then there's an inefficient and effective targeting because they don't have like the good technology, and there's also like an unreliable media delivery. We cannot track like where the ads at cost is, or when is it in the good to go to the good publisher, or is it not, is it go to the premium content or not, and then the excessive that also like the excessive ads frequency to the viewer. So that's the challenge that we would like to Pancast would like to give the solution for the advertiser.
Okay, when you say, I think you mentioned something like 30 to 35% wastage. Am I correct?
Yes.
Is that due to programmatic ad purchases?
Yeah, that's due to the programmatic. I mean, like this is because of the fragmented supply is because of the lot of player for the programmatic buying type of model, but also if also like if we I mean like for the advertiser point of view also, if they also like only buy to the one publisher, so it's gonna be like they only like capture the audience only for one publisher. But with us, we will try to like segmented the audience, so it's good for advertisers, so they can get a better scale.
Okay, and do you then what are the tiers in terms of your advertising rates that you use? Because there are some sites, for example, that are very niche, but they have high value audience. There are some sites which have very mass market audience. So how do you distinguish that for advertisers?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question, Brian. So basically, we're only working with the premium OTT partner, which they are very well known. They produce a lot of good inventory, good premium content. So mostly we will get, I mean, like, our price is very is in the average price for the market, and it's quite yeah, it's quite a premium. I mean, like, so what we do is, like, we only working with the premium publisher that have like the standard uh, average CPM that's very, I think, yeah, it's quite high.
Okay. And so I want to take a look at data privacy now.
Mm.
That's a big issue.
Yeah,
Consumers are looking at that quite significantly.
yeah,
How does Pancast ensure data privacy while driving outcomes at the same time for advertisers and publishers?
yeah. Data privacy has become a top priority for Pancast, and we make sure that we protect our publisher partner data by before we become. I mean, like, we doing a partnership with them. We always, like, have a NDA, the agreement, before we do a partnership, and then and of course, for the advertiser data, we also, like, taking care of that is very seriously, and it's all belong to them.
And okay, so giving that scenario, I want to now talk about another issue related to privacy, which is cookies. And there's
Mm.
increasing scrutiny on cookies and tougher legislation against cookies. How do publishers and advertisers prepare themselves for this?
Yeah, I think publisher and advertiser, they really need to prepare by taking action to find a viable replacement for cookies, especially in a technological way. Yeah. I'm by working together with an ad tech company like Pancast. We do a partnership with our publisher partner. We will help the advertiser and the publisher maximize the loopholes in the system, or test other avenue and identification method for collecting user data.
Okay. All right. Now, the other thing that is key trend now is connected TV and OTT, which are really taking over traditional television in the region. Now, in your opinion, what is what are some of the key connected TV and OTT trends or over-the-top trends that we'll see in Southeast Asia in 2022?
Yeah, it's very interesting, Brian. I mean, like, the pandemic has resulted in many monumental shift in society. Such shift has been accelerated change in the video content consumption. CTV on OTT is been growing exponential, and I expect it's going to be explode this year. And I think in Indonesia, especially, yeah, in all the OTT who continue to produce local and original content, will be huge. As we know that in Indonesia, there's a Indonesia shop drama. We call it like sinetron. Still become a king in the Indonesia audience.
Okay. And video streaming, it's as you said, a key trend. You said it's going to explode this year. So if I'm a brand, how do I capture this opportunity?
I think, yeah, it's very interesting for brand. As we know that it's a massive market that open up a gateway to experimentation for marketers, for brand, advertiser. Since now the content it's streamed through various devices, like a mobile phone, a tablet, smart TV, and a game console. Thus, many immersive ad format that includes a game or video will bring interactivity and a personalized approach to the user experience this year. So this will be redefine the advertising consumption, both at stage of attracting attention and capturing interest afterward. And yes, and mobile video streaming has become, I think it's become the industry answer to increasing the brand awareness and driving engagement.
Now, Winda, you're new at your job. You're in charge of Indonesia, and Pancast has just set up an office in Indonesia.
Yeah.
What are your growth and market expansion plans for Indonesia as well as Southeast Asia in 2022?
In 2000 and I think this year I started like a couple months ago, last year. We plan to establish our existence in Indonesia. We strengthened our team for demand and publisher side, and that's my responsible to go to the market and make a huge growth. And in 2000 and second semester, we also plan to open the office in the Philippine market, and we'll continue also with the Thailand.
Okay, it's been a fascinating conversation. Perhaps as a final question, any thoughts that you would like to share with us before we end this conversation?
I think it's very interesting for now that we can see that connecting TV and CTV and then the OTT is very growing right now, and it's a very it's a good opportunity for the brand and agency to grab the audience, because as we know that using the like the smart TV or like the game tablet and iPhone, we can grab a lot of data from there. We can get like a lot of insight that's very beneficial for the brand and for the marketers.
Now, Winda, thank you very much for taking the time to be on the show.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
Now, I'm Juan Fernandez, and we've been speaking to Miranti Herwinda, Country Manager Indonesia at Pancast on Biztech's Technology Show. This video and podcast will be on our social media platforms as well as our website, www.biztech.asia. Please like and subscribe to our various platforms. Thank you very much for tuning in.